Happy New Year. If this is the first time you are listening to my content for the year, there was a stream yesterday. If you've been there, it is already becoming an old year. Okay, so what are we going to do today? Before I start, let me get this started in other media. Right. Yes, 2024. It has started good. There has been a lot of upward movement. Some are suggesting it's because of the ETF, that by the end of today, we should know the outcome of that. And some are thinking that we should wait for next week. And we have seen Bitcoin rally up to above $45,000. Yes, there has been a sizable moonshot. Depending on where you are today. Okay, so right now the Bitcoin has gone up, and there's a possible ETF approval being awaited. What is your plan? In a moment like this, one has to trade cautious. No, some of you might think it worth the risk, but just be careful, because there could be a pullback, and even if there is upward movement at this point in time, it is not going to be forever. At some point, it is going to retrace. The market maker has to realize his money. He cannot be giving out money as it moves up. People sell their assets. Now, with that said, I've just put up the Bitcoin chart. Let's put that up and see what is going on there. Right, that is the Bitcoin chart there. Who knows? No one knows that Bitcoin will ever come to all this time, this much high. A lot of people thought Bitcoin was going to 4K, 8K when it was 15. Quite amazing how the trajectory can change, and people are now projecting double what it is now. But you need to trade cautious. If you've been experienced in this field, or if you have had experience, a lot of people have been burnt. A lot of people FOMO into, or fear of missing out at this point in time, they buy the assets. Yesterday, I actually looked at an interesting way to get these assets for free. In my video yesterday, I discussed about having Bitcoin or Ethereum for free, because most successful people in crypto space, they either got their assets for free or paid close to nothing, so they can hold it out. They can sleep peacefully at night. But if you are a type that just dabble into the game because you feel that you can make money, this is a space on you can easily be wrecked. A lot of people have had a sad story. So Now there's a bull run. How do you trade the bull run? You're not going to have a scenario where the coin just continue to shoot up. No, at some point it will reverse. Okay, you have a choice. Do you wait it out and trade the markdown price? These are all mark up and markdown price. There's no Father Christmas or leprechaun over there or a saint giving out money. That is not what is happening. And this is how people still think. There are good guys there, they are holding the fort. Oh, it's gonna go to 1 million. Yes, it may probably get there. But before it gets there, a lot of people are going to be shaked out. It is a zero-sum game. Your loss is somebody's gain, someone else's gain. Their loss is your gain. There's no magic money coming from the internet. The whole crypto ecosystem is built on network effect. So if there are people interested in the assets, it is going to go up. But at some point, those who invested in realizing your buying and selling, which is the market maker, they also have to make their money. So they have to sell and make their money. So you hear of rug pull of asset going up and eventually pulling back. So this is the things you need to be aware of. Whether you are an institutional investor or you are just dabbling into the crypto space. There's a lot of money to be made to get people interested, because if you are not aware of what is going on, you probably think, oh, I'm going to make money. You end up losing all your money. I, for one, had an experience. Okay, right. I'll give you an example of what happened on the 31st. I spoke about this yesterday. Let's look at TRB. I'm going to show you something there, and that is interesting. I traded this coin, but I'm currently underwater. But I made some money in it. But yeah, okay. See what happened. TRB in August 23rd was just $9.86 or $9.18. That was what it was. Now in November, it began to rally up dramatically. So moved down to around 80. Then we saw quite an increment, quite a bull run. It just shoot up. Okay. Let me show you something here. In some exchanges, let's look at the derivative of that. Let me just remove that. Okay, I'm just taking that away. In some exchanges, this asset went to 629. That's TRB for you. And on the same 31st, it came down up to even 120. Let me go down to 1 hour. 121 it came down to it. So if you were an experienced trader and you've been following what goes on in the crypto space, you probably would have sold as this was marking up and just sell. So you don't have an emotion attached to it. To be successful in crypto space, as I've listed earlier, is either you got the asset close to nothing, This may be through airdrop, or you bought it when the project was just started, or you scam the coins from people, as many have also done. So you have no emotion attached to it. Or the other group, you are a popular influencer that probably share the coins and rug pull the assets. So you have a lot of money to play with, which you got by your dealings. But if you are someone who put his or her life savings in this space, just be careful. It is going to be a roller coaster. Okay? So now, if you were trading derivatives on this using leverage, at a certain point, if you're inexperienced, although the greed is always there, you pull out and wait for this drama to unfold. And there is going to be a lot of it. And if ETF is approved, if you can play this trick and putting out, you will make a lot of money. But if you are one of those diamond hands, you think, okay, I'm holding on to it, you have a lot to regret. If this is the first time of coming to this channel or encountering this channel, please do consider subscribing and also pressing the notification button so that you know when I'm online. There's going to be a lot that is going to be given out. This is from years in crypto and research in crypto trading. This is Dr. So of token trading research as well as crypto scalping. My game here is to take as little as I can take out, because if you wait around for a long time, you're going to be burnt, especially if you want to make money from the space. Okay, so let's just see the crypto bubble. This kind of give you the coins that are performing. There's quite a lot. A lot of the coins are having upward movement today. Let's go to 1 minute. I scalp on 1 minute. Okay, this is just up and down movement of assets, and you can make a lot of money by scalping, and you don't have an attachment to the space. So what you basically do, if you make any profit, you take it away and run. So you have no emotional attachment. A lot of people are wrecked. Whether in bull cycle, you actually have the likelihood you can make a lot of money during bull cycle if you understand the upward movement of any assets. I normally tell people, being all those lines, imaginary lines on the charts. And if you are from old schools, you are told a lot of BS. Then you end up drawing lines. You've drawn lines most of the time, or trend line. You end up losing your money. Trade is psychology. That is what I looked at. If you are able to make any profit, just take it and run. Now, if you make a gain, buy an asset. If you want to accumulate Bitcoin, start buying Bitcoin. You are buying it from your gain, whether it goes to 100,000 or 100K, or it decides to go down to 15 or 8K, you really do not have so much regret as compared to somebody who invested his or her life savings, or borrowing from friends, or lure friends into the space. And there's another way to also quickly scalp. I'm going to do this. The exchange itself can be a source of where you do quick scalp on trending assets or hot assets. So if I take derivatives for example, let's just go into a derivative. So as I can see here, BTC is kind of doing a bit of numbers today. It's still going up, though it is having a pullback. Let me look at it on 1 minute. I'm looking at 1 minute because that is what I use to scalp. It's quick in, quick out. And I also look at 1 hour, then look at the moving averages. I normally use the 50 moving averages to look at the retracement, and it does work out, because if you look at the moving averages, what has happened here is when it rallied up, it actually pulled back to a moving average. And if you look at that moving average, it was 200. It actually pulled back to before it tries to rally up and probably stop for some time before it moves again. Probably it will go up, down. Okay. Right, so as I was saying earlier, I can actually see the coins that is doing a bit of activity here. So we could see BTC is there. I'm going to look at 24 hours. We could see SKL there. SKL is doing some number. We could see it's actually going up. Mostly, you find that by the time those assets comes up, they have moved quite a lot. You need to watch where the moving averages are. Just as I've said earlier, I can go back. Let's say I look at SKL here. Okay, that is it there. Right, this has been going up and up. Okay, and if I were trading this, I'll probably be putting leverage and a small margin. What I mean by that is probably $50 at maximum. That will probably give me 10s. If I want to do 20s, that would be 1,000. If I want to do 10s, that would be 500. That's what I'll be playing with, because I know there's likelihood of losing that money. Because if it pulls back, I'm going to be liquidated. If it goes up, I can still make some bucks there. Again, this is at best a gamble. Okay, I think we've been through the bear market now, and you've seen all the pundits. They've come out clean. Before, people used to gravitate towards channels, thinking that they have magic wand to pump the coins. That doesn't happen. Don't be fooled. Don't be a sheeple to being robbed. Yeah. So as the bull markets have started again, these are the tricks you have to know, and no one will tell you about it. And if you know all these tricks, you probably win and make some money in the market, as compared to a lot of people that will be losing their money. Someone has to pay for the upward movement. Okay? Those institutional investors, they pull their money before anything. They bring in their money, they pump the price up, they exit, and wait for the pull down. Those mostly retail traders, you probably will get burnt and your money will be sucked in. As I said, if this is the first time you are coming to this channel, do consider subscribing. Now, how do you get free Bitcoin and free Ethereum? Yeah, the way you do that is by trading these altcoins. You can make a lot of money on it. I just gave you an example of TRB. Okay? TRB. If you were someone who entered, just imagine a day, you entered, you saw this, you caught this when it was going up, and you entered, right, from 200 to 629, that is about 300% or more. Okay, it depends on when you enter. You entered 121, that would have given you about 500% or so. So when it is pulling back, you could also write it down. It is easier than said than done, or it's easier done. It's easier said than done. But if you are following the coins, no one is going to do it for you. A lot of people waste time listening to a lot of craps on the web, popular influencers, thinking that they're going to gain anything. You spend years, they discover you are getting poorer and poorer while they are getting richer by you listening to their choice of assets and you dabbling into it and losing your money. That's pretty much it. So if you just take an asset, pick any asset, what are the criteria for picking it? So you could go into the coin market cap, DeFi Llama, see who is behind those assets. Also see Twitter fields and just filter out some of those rug pulls and shilling of assets. But you could actually get from the nuances or noise the assets that are most likely to make it run. Then invest. You can actually buy spots and make some good money. Imagine if you buy a spot on Solana when everyone thought it was going to zero. When at $7, it actually came down to $7. Let's look at that. Okay, that is Solana there. And if I look at Solana in there, this was Solana. That was 755. Which day was that? That was November 22. That was the FTS debacle. That was what it came to. So it was dancing around 18. It went on to 24, then shoots up. And from then onwards, it's been going up. The highest Solana went was 255 or 260, depending on the exchange. And already it's halfway there. Halfway there. Now, what this tells you in this ecosystem or in the crypto space, if you are in for a long term and you know the asset to keep, you are definitely going to make it. There is a nuances that are there. There are nuances that are there of those who made it in crypto space. Think of Da Vinci. Think of some other crypto influencers. They actually bought the bitcoins or the asset when the price was low. That is the main source of their wealth. Of course, some of them do leverage trading, but behind the scene, the source of their wealth is able to get assets when the price is low. And there's still a whole lot of assets that are that way. We've just seen an example of TRB, which has just made a moon run and reached that price. Okay? This asset was launched actually immediately after the FTS debacle. Okay. Let me see exactly when the assets actually came in. Okay, right. Correct that. That asset, this is the original coin here. Just want to see what it will. Okay, 2021. That was when it was launched. And when it was launched in 2021, imagine you enter this asset. It was actually less than 0.0264. That is what it. Not that. TRB is what I'm looking for. TRB, that is it. Yeah, it was launched June 2021. And when it was launched in June 2021, you observe that it went to 95, around 170. It went down to 169, 170. That was all-time high of that. Then and actually tanked. And I guess most people who were in these assets, those who invested or bought it, they probably would have sold it when it tanked, thinking that there's not going to be life again, this asset. But it has woken up again in derivatives and made this number. Okay? Now that kind of gives you an idea. If you are prepared for the bull run, sit down, rethink your crypto strategy, because a lot of people miss out on bull run. Is it that they see their assets skyrocket to all-time high without them realizing their profit? So it tank again and it goes even below what they bought the asset, if they bought the token or coin. If they are on leverage, they get liquidated, especially those who do DCA on leverage, thinking that price is not going to come there. Price go beyond, they can sustain the leverage and they lose their money. And these are things you need to be aware as we prepare for another bull run. There is going to be volatility this year. There's the halving that is going to happen as well. And that is something you also have to look out for. The market is doing well today. ICP is another one. Let's look at the ICP story. Okay, wow, that is 13.39. Let's look at the ICP. ICP was an asset that was launched. It went into hundreds of dollars and it completely tanked. No one thought the asset will ever wake up. Here we are today. ICP is back. Let's look at ICP. ICP went as low as $2.825. See, where are we now? Okay, this was ICP. It went to 630. Okay, I bought this. I think I remember buying it in hundreds. I used dollar cost averaging. That was on Coinbase. I brought it down to 80. Then when it was 2, I bought a lot. It actually helped me to come out of these assets. I think around $3 or $4 dollars. I actually sold it because I was able to bring it down because I bought quite a lot. It brought the price down. Experience is actually the game here. If you have lose out buying a cheap Bitcoin, there's a way you can actually get it free. Trade, carefully trade, make profits, and continue to accumulate Bitcoin and Ethereum if that is your desire. That kind of remove the emotion. Okay? Yeah, if this is your first time of encountering my channel, this is Dr. So of Token Trading Research. We primarily do scalping in this channel, including crypto scalping YouTube channel, where this is being streamed. Again, welcome to a new year, and if this is the first time of listening to my video or YouTube video, a happy new year, and I'll catch up with you in the next video. And yeah, thanks for showing up. We catch up again some other time. Trade carefully.